what exactly Sprout's second ban is, and it turns out that it is speed on this one. They will not get the chance to ban away Frosty and will go straight to Grip. That's an interesting first pick by Sprout on this one, and we will see exactly what their second pick is to Grip control. Makes sense. Something like Vortex Sinuous instead from Sprout, choosing Knockdown back to Vortex. Maybe a little bit burned after it yesterday.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I mean, Grip is one of the maps that they have a 100% win rate on. Fair enough. Good. Sinuous, I think, also 100%? No, 0%. Oh, sorry. 0%. In fact, they've only won 6 rounds on Sinuous, so that's another interesting pick from them. Yeah, they got me with that one. That's very interesting. In fact, they currently hold some of they currently hold the worst best time other than Ascent on this map. So that's okay.
It's gonna be interesting.
Sure.
It's going to be an interesting match.
I mean, I was gonna say no, but they need to win 4-0. That's their only
That's their only path. As soon as Easy Dream pick up a single map here, it done. It over.
It done.
It done.
It done.
Word big.
Okay.
It's not entirely Jover for them if Easy Dream do manage to pick up a single map, as there is still the chance that Sprout come in 6th place, and that would happen if Easy Dream beat them and then things go wrong. The bigger their game score, the more likely it is they come in 5th place, and that will again come down to the results of
They want to do as well as possible.
Exactly. The 4-0 gives them a shot at 4th place. Any other win, Twiggy, leaves them very likely to come 5th. That's
using verbs during the big victory for Sprout. There you go. That's
I would prefer mostly if you didn't use conjunctions either.
Nouns. No conjunctions. Big victory, Sprout.
Big victory, Sprout.
Big victory, Sprout. 4-0 ideal.
Large turn, Scrappy.
Oh, wait. No, ideal is an adverb. I'm good. I'm fine.
Yeah, you're totally okay.
Oh, no.
Warm up. First
no,
map.
ideal is an adjective. Never mind. I'm fine. Yeah, with long warm up.
Yeah. But we'll get into this first round sooner rather than later.
Big victory Sprout. I want to see some big victory Sprouts in chat. Thank you very much.
Honestly, I want to see some big victory Easy Dreams here. It is far more exciting if Easy Dream managed to come out on top in this one. I want to see them end on a high.
Yeah. Thankfully, easy also an adjective, not a verb. So you're all good with that one. Easy Dream is absolutely fine. Big victory Sprout is now the cry of a generation here. We're seeing an uprising from chat. That's absolutely beautiful. And to be fair, this should be a big victory Sprout map here with Grip being a 100% win rate.
Yeah, they have looked good on the 2 occasions that they visited here before. It's not quite as impressive as, playing it in every match or something and then doing it, but it is good. It's not great for Coco, who will crash out on the poles on that inside line. Discovered very early on in stage 2 was that line. Not quite the intended route, but it does work, and it is close enough to the intended route that it has been let slide. Yeah,
unfortunately, despite having a 100% win rate on this map, it's not really been convincing for them. 21-15 is their current track score over the course of those 2 games. Their best time is a few tenths away from Panda's time there, although that's better by 18 thousandths from Dexter. He has created a PB there. Absolutely brilliant. I think that is now the probably 5th or 6th best time in the Challenger League. So very well done. Good start to get things going. Maybe Dexter has been really practicing this map going on forward. I would like to see a new Challenger League record here. I'd like to see us get a little closer to that 101.2.
I was going to say that I miss this time in stage 1 when the Challenger League was starting to break a lot of the world records. So I'd kind of like to see a couple of world records, honestly. I'd settle for more Challenger League records, but I'd prefer if they were just straight up world records. And if there is anyone who's going to do it, it might just be Sprout in a final match that doesn't really matter for the standings ultimately.
Well, you know what they say about beggars; they can't be choosy. So we'll hold our breath for the time being. But Dexter was the man of the hour when it came to the last week of the Challenger League last time around, and maybe that fire has been lit under it.
Yep. For sure.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, no, maybe not a good idea to have a fire lit under you when you're on ice. That does tend to make you aquaplane.
The ice, you get that thin layer of water forming underneath you. It's just not ideal. Absolutely, you're right there. I can't imagine it's great. You know, going from that dirt that looks very hot in the sunlight, you know, red dirt,
that's a good point, actually,
onto the ice. Probably going to be aquaplaning a lot. It makes a lot of sense to me, Twiggy. Either way, that is going to be 102.1 from Scrappy. It's a big crash as well, but it's going to be okay as Dexter will come home in fourth. It's a draw, but Sprout retain a 3-point lead.
Yeah, all good, I guess, when Scrappy is able to, well, at least drive home a win. It's not like he was under any pressure from Coco or Walker, so that's fine. Actually, I've never really, like, what happens if you have, like sand on your wheels going onto ice? Like, is that...
Would that be real life?
Well, because... Okay, so obviously, when you grit a road, it is salt to melt the ice, right? But do you think sand would do something similar? I mean, it's still a rock.
I can't imagine it being applied directly to the wheels would be as...
No, I don't think it would come off
it very quickly. Yeah. That's why people put chains instead of sand on. Maybe if you glued the sand on your wheels.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Either way, Sprout looking like they're in control of this one. There was a little bit of silliness last round from Dexter, but it seems to be cleaned up this time around, not sliding out on the ice, staying in first position for the time being. And things are looking good here for Sprout. I mean, this is one of their best maps. Statistically, they haven't played it that much, but it is... one of the maps, well, one of the only maps that they have a 100% win rate on. After yesterday's frivolities, they don't have many maps that are a 100% win rate anymore. Oh, Scrappy, might get overtaken. Indeed, will get overtaken at the end. Dexter sets another really good time there. That is his PB once again, but it's not quite enough to get an ace. Scrappy clipping on the edge there. Should have put some more sand on his tires probably, but 6-2 is the scoreline now.
I was about to say, Sprout, you know, again, despite the fact that they haven't played this much on this map, and we can qualify it as much as we want, but they have looked good on it. Their ace percentage is pretty high, about 40%, and they were about to improve in that last round, and then they didn't because Scrappy crashed, and so it undermined the point I was making a little bit, but they are still doing very, very well here. They are 4 points up, 6-2, a difficult scoreline to come back from, but not impossible, as we saw in our first match, when Easy Dream did manage to give up a 6-2 scoreline on Control.
Yeah, well, Walker is trying to do some work here. Moving up into second position, was vying for that first place, but Scrappy gets more exit speed heading into the dirt and extends that lead with a nice outside turn there, although I think Walker gets more speed heading into the water. Dexter is a little misaligned as he heads in, and unfortunately that does mean you're going to bump around a little bit, so Scrappy once again in that position where he has to get first place to force a draw here, and it's looking good. That has really been Scrappy's specialty over the past 2 seasons, is being able to cover for his teammate. It's worked out really well this time. Misses the speed check, so it doesn't get an incredible time, but it's good enough. Gets first position.
Yeah, and holding on for those draws, and in this case, it's that draw that feels very good as you move up to track point. Your opponent's still more than an ace behind. It's an absolutely wonderful position to be in for Sprout to kick things off in this final match for them in the regular season. They are looking to close out map 1 in style and remain undefeated on grip heading to the playoffs.
Somebody has just given me an answer about the sand on tires. Apparently, under minus 25 degrees Celsius, sand is used to help with ice instead of salt. So there you go.
That's very interesting.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm going to assume this isn't under minus 25 degrees here, though. So in this track specifically, it looks, you know, quite...
Maybe they're using liquid nitrogen to freeze that ice, and they're super cooling it, because otherwise it'd be very difficult to, you know, manage to keep the ice there in what is otherwise a lovely temperate place.
I mean, we can assume that the kind of Trackmania universe is very futuristic. They may have other methods of doing that. I think, you know, they've got very... efficient electric cars. Well, they're not efficient anymore. Coco is in the void. That's not going to help either way. But Dexter in first place this time around. Pushes every single time. You got to give Dexter credit for that. Pushes as much as possible, and sometimes that ends in a crash, but sometimes it ends in a really nice, convincing first position. Sprout, they can take draws to the bank right now. 4 points ahead is absolutely fine for them.
This is just such a Sprout game so far, though, as well, as they trade backwards and forwards, getting first and fourth position. It's they have to be the team that draws almost most workers. Look, he's resetting down there. You can see the car pop into existence. Absolutely beautiful. You have to. I have to imagine Scrappy. I have to imagine that Sprout are the team that has drawn near the most in Challenger League across stage 1 and 2, and that in those draws they have a much higher percentage of first and fourths than they do being the team with seconds and thirds.
I think so. I think that actually we could probably check that at some point. We'll get Magpie on it, but yeah, I think that would be an interesting stat to look into, because I think that is kind of Sprout's thing, is that they do push a lot more as a team, and also that, you know, obviously that results in a lot more first places, but also results in a lot more mistakes, ending in a 1-4 score line. Coco does his best to stay out of the pit, but that's going to lose him a lot of time as he drifts around the corner. May give his position back to Scrappy unless something worse has happened to Scrappy, which it may have done. In fact, Dexter gets a really nice exit there. That could be a really beautiful time. A 102.058, not horrible, but pretty decent indeed. Coco manages to get second there. Scrappy looking for a 180 finish. It's not going to happen, Worker. Yeah, sure, that works.
Just decides that he has no interest in this round anymore.
Fine.
Map's done. Head for the floor. Let the bodies, dare I say, hit the floor, Twiggy, as that was Worker hitting the floor that time around. Sprout pick up the first map. The dream, the fourth place dream, Twiggy. It's alive.
Yeah. You say that memories have come back of, you know, like old video game consoles with like, you know, people would come up with like what the next version of it would look like a year before it happened, and then with that in the background, just Windows Movie Maker stuff going on. Exactly, yeah. That's brought back so many core memories in my mind. But either way, big victory, Sprout is the order of the day right there. They got that done. 10-5. That is a big victory for Sprout there. I will use one more conjunction to help the point across on that one. I do have to use pretty. I'm not going to get paid as much if I don't use fancy words. So there you go. You got it. But either way,
look, you have the budget to use big words, so you might as well.
Yeah, you get paid by the word. Yeah, unfortunately. So when you ask me to not use as many words, it's kind of detrimental to make sure.
Yeah, it would kind of suck if we just sat here in silence. That wouldn't be ideal.
According to some people, it would be much better. But either way. Scrappy.
Yeah, some people would prefer it.
Scrappy trying to get first position from Coco here. It's a really tight battle between the two as we enter into the bobsleigh. Scrappy gets a really nice exit out of that, takes a lot of speed and extends the lead onto Coco by 2/10 there, but Dexter is down into fourth position, and not a very nice place to be in. But as you said, this is a pretty normal place for Sprout, is first and fourth.
Yeah, I really do want to see if we can track down those stats at some point now, at least heading into the playoffs, because it does feel like their modus operandi, and I get the big bucks for using that one. Scrappy's going to crash, but so is Coco, and Worker will cruise through into first place. Second time of asking, Scrappy will make it through cleanly. Coco is still going to be close behind, but not close enough to pick up a win. Worker will somehow come away with a win in the round.
Indeed. Yeah, that's one of the rounds that we've ever seen. Yep. Sure, Easy Dream will take that to the bank.
Identical crashes from Scrappy and Coco. Yeah. That's one of those where you're like, was Coco just following Scrappy's line into that one? Like,
yeah, he had cars on. He was just watching.
Yeah, it was like, ooh, at least I won't lose if I just follow Scrappy directly. I may not manage to catch him, but there's no risk here.
Yeah. That's a great idea. I don't know why everybody doesn't do that. Turn on cars, follow the other people.
I did used to do that when I sailed when I was younger. Sometimes I'd just be like, I don't want to think in this race, so I'm just going to follow someone better than me.
Yeah, good strat.
It's really not. You go a lot slower when you're following someone in sailing.
Who would have guessed that, you know, the human reaction time would come into play when it comes to actually following other people's?
They'll like, if you follow someone directly, a lot of the time they'll just block the wind that you need to go fast. And so
good point. I forgot that, you know,
to follow them.
Yeah, the world is not deterministic like it is in Trackmania, where you could do the exact same thing as somebody and there's no pesky air resistance to get in your way. But either way, Worker first position, Easy Dream on track for another 1 point extension from Sprout here. It would be very nice for them. Obviously their own map pick, they want to get this one done, but Sprout are a capable opponent here, so getting a lead to start off would be very, very nice. Oh, Scrappy, that's fine. It's okay. It's absolutely fine. That's exactly what he wanted. Dexter is going to cross the line in third position. Something has happened to Coco. Something more has happened to Coco. That's, again, fine. Nothing has gone wrong. A-okay, and about 4 seconds faster up at the top there than our previous round. So that's nice, I guess, at least. Yeah.
As we will see Easy Dream stay ahead here on this map. And Dexter and Scrappy looking to scrap their way back into this one as well. They definitely have the pace to get it done. And for Sprout, it is always just a case of managing to find those 1 or 2 rounds on any given map where both players manage to string together those times at the same time. It's usually good enough for an ace, and that is the platform that they launch their map wins off.
Yeah, indeed. Well, now Sprout hopefully will be wanting to warm up into this one, taking away your opponent's map pick, especially when you want to get a 4-0 here. Would be incredibly helpful. And, well, I mean, they're off to a very good start. Coco and Worker have not made any mistakes until now, but still, Scrappy and Dexter maintain a very convincing lead, a full second over Worker, and Worker really didn't do anything wrong over the first half of this map, so this is beautiful. Dexter and Scrappy holding hands. We really haven't seen a lot of them holding hands since Season 1, but here we are.
Yep, they're managing to stay close to each other on this one. Surely they'll make it through this identity cleanly together. It's good enough. Scrappy's landing will lose a little bit of time, a little bit slow on that one, but is still going to have the speed to make this speed check comfortably. Went a little bit high to make sure it was safe. Dexter with a 110.9 is quick, and it is that ace from Sprout. They find the round where both of them string together a good round. They are helped. It's made easier by the fact that IZI Dream are a long way back.
Yeah, I might have aged about 5 years on that first jump, but that's absolutely okay. We're fine. We're going. And Sprout managed to get themselves a little closer to victory here. This is exactly what they're going to be wanting into this one. Obviously, I think they put themselves in a bit more of a awkward situation than they thought they did yesterday when they didn't manage to pull out a single map against alternate attacks. Obviously, it's a difficult opponent, right? But you do want to be getting something done there, and I think they thought that they were a lot safer in the kind of playoff standing. Whoa, that's I haven't even done that before. That's wild.
Yeah, that is an unusual crash coming through from Worker and puts a lot of pressure on Coco now, who will manage to overtake Scrappy through the bobsleigh. The exit wasn't all that clean, but Scrappy's was dirtier, and so Dexter is in uncontested first place at the moment, but we'll have to try and not make any mistakes through this identity. Coco is still within range to get something done if there is any faltering, if there is any slip up from Dexter. Dexter goes quite high. Coco went even higher, as safe as you can be, and that means Scrappy is right back in the mix and overtakes Scrappy lower again, and Coco left the door open. Scrappy has strolled on through and said thank you very much, and that's a second ace in a row for Sprout.
Beautiful snipe as well. It's a rare sight that we really see like a proper snipe coming on through on these maps. Interestingly, like usually it's just really tight to the finish line. You know, everybody's within a tenth of each other before we even get to the identity, and then they stay that way. That was really great from Scrappy, just managing to pull through better lines on the identity, get that one done. They've put it into 6th gear today. You know, fair play. Sprout so far looking really, really convincing.
I will definitely say I do think that that is the same issue, though, that IZI Dream had in their first match of the night. We talked about it when things started off on breaking, is a little bit of that lack of killer instinct, right? The inability to just turn up the aggression when necessary. Coco was kind of driving like he had a half second to a second's buffer to the car behind him through that identity. Was taking very high lines, really not risking it. And it meant that Scrappy could just go a little bit riskier, and we've seen that that's the line that Sprout likes to take anyway through that identity. And I'll say that yes, it's a great snipe by Scrappy, but it was very much enabled by Coco, and Scrappy is not going to have to risk at all to overtake anyone on this round, as he is now over a second. It should be in front of anyone else.
Yeah, Scrappy absolutely fine moving on through. Dexter, in fact, has taken up 2nd place. It may just be over right now. I mean, even if Dexter drops one position, dear, no, he's going to have to take a full respawn. Yep. No way you're getting through with that much speed. Dexter will take over 1st place, in fact. Scrappy, I don't think he's going to be getting 3rd, so it isn't over just yet. Wait, hold on. No, Scrappy is going backwards. No, he's going to get sniped!
Oh, Scrappy! Was it worth it? Was that single wicked point worth it, Scrappy?
I mean, he gets the wicked point, but that is... Oh! I've never seen anything like that before. That was... Oh, no. Oh... That was painful.
Incredible. Absolutely wonderful stuff. It has... kept Easy Dream in this. That means that Sprout are not safely on 2 map wins. They are not one step closer to at least keeping their 4th place dreams alive. Surely what they were aspiring to when the stage started was a 4th place finish. I mean, higher than anyone could even dream of. Ignore the fact that they finished 2nd in stage 1. I'm sure they should still close this one out. It is a 5-point lead. They only need a single point. 1 car in the top 2. Coco's made a mistake. Worker now has to somehow expand his car and take up 1st and 2nd place in order to beat Scrappy and Dexter. And that's just not how cars work.
No, unfortunately not. Scrappy and Dexter 1st and 2nd now. Both of them fail! Both of them fail! Coco overtakes. It's 1st and 2nd for Easy Dream. That is unreal. What is going on right now? They both get it cleanly. It's a first ace on the board for Easy Dream. The scoreline is now 9-7. Easy Dream can still win it.
There's no way that Scrappy cruising to the line backwards
slowly. This is such a Sprout game.
Ends up costing them the map win. 9-7. If Easy Dream ace again, they take the map. They will pick up their win on Control. Not their first ever win on Control. That can't be true. I don't believe it. It would be their 3rd win on Control in 6 visits to the map. And that is going to be Coco dropping all the way down. Scrappy is down a little bit as well. And look, I trust Dexter to drive really aggressively and crash on the identity.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I expect from Dexter. He will be like a 2nd in the lead by the identity, and then something will go wrong. Oh no, you're not making this next speed check, Worker.
Nope.
Oh, did he? No, I don't think he did.
No, absolutely not.
This should be literally impossible to choke for Sprout here. Unlosable for Sprout. All you need is 1 car to get to the finish line without respawning twice. Worker is down by 12 seconds.
Yeah, you can respawn once and you are fine.
You will be absolutely okay. All they need to do is not fail the identity
Finish backwards again, Scrappy. Do it for the bit.
Yeah, do it for the content.
The content that it would be.
Unscathed first part of the identity. One jump. That's all it is. 1 jump. Okay, it's fine. Never mind. We can make any more content out of this one, even though we tried. Dexter and Scrappy managed to just about skin of their teeth, I would call it, finish things off.
Very close to giving up that round there. You know, just managing to win by 10 seconds.
Walker's gonna go say hi to the fans.
Yeah. Oh, he's driving towards the side of himself. He turns away. He doesn't want to look at it.
That's the highest speed we've seen in the Trackmania Challenger League.
Breaking records here on the final Playday. Our Easy Dream. And unfortunately, none of them are on track at the moment. They are now down by 2. We will go to Sinuous, a map that is seeing a massive revival here in the final week of the Challenger League. Getting, I think, basically as many picks in the last 3 days as it had gotten the entire season up until this point.
Yeah, both of these teams have played this map twice. Neither of these teams has ever won this map.
Oh, big. So it's really nice of Sprout.
Yeah, Sprout.
One of these teams will have to win.
Making sure that one of these teams do not have a 0% win rate on this map. Absolutely beautiful gameplay from them. Really good sportsmanship. I mean, both of the teams also have, half a second away from the Challenger League record. I mean, and by the same metric, almost a full second, both of them away from the world record as their best times. Dexter currently sitting on a 102.4 or so. Easy Dream with... Oh, wait, no, sorry. Worker used to have the... sorry, I was looking at the wrong teams. My bad. I was looking at the wrong teams. But Worker is relatively close to the record on this one. But yes, still what I said for Sprout. Neither of them have even remotely decent statistics on this map. I don't know what to think.
I think the Sprout are going to win this round because they are sitting in 1st and 2nd, and nothing ever goes wrong for this team at the end of the map for sure. Scrappy and Dexter towards the identity for a first time here on Sinuous. Dexter is going to be late on that setup, but still makes it cleanly through. Okay, 102 flat. Scrappy just kicks things off. That is matching the times that Feed was putting up earlier when we were praising it. Coco, has he hit the finish? Has he hit the finish? Has he hit the finish? No! Oh, it would have been beautiful. He goes for it again, but won't find it. Sprout get the ace. But the most important thing is that we are denied the sickest finish ever seen on Sinuous.
Imagine. That would have been amazing. I don't think it's illegal since he would have been like a full
so
3
slow.
seconds slower. I don't think that's how that works. Either way, that would have been such a beautiful finish. Well, Sprout get the ace. They'll probably be quite happy about that one. But yeah, Easy Dream on track to give Sprout their highest possible seeding out of this one. 4th seed. Coming into this, which, I mean, avoids at the very least going up against BS Plus competition in the first.
Does still rely on Exalti managing to win, but specifically winning in map 7. That is still necessary for Sprout, even if they win 4-0 here to get 4th place.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll see. I mean, should be a good match between Orcs and Exalti in our next one, for sure. And Sprout do still have to close it out here. They do still need to finish off the 4-0. And Worker is behind Dexter at the moment and is continuing to fall further behind as Scrappy looks to cross the line, not looking to do it in any kind of wicked fashion, but is still setting a very solid time, a 102.2. Dexter crosses the line in 3rd. Sprout moved to 5-1.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, cool. All good. Yeah, Sprout make it 5-1. And yeah, I mean, fair enough. Their stats going into today's Sinuous game were not good. But I guess they have been practicing this one, Scrappy especially, setting some really good times.
Yeah, I don't know what has happened, but players just...
Scrappy has practiced for the first time this season.
But I mean, Feed equally. I mean, all of a sudden just came in today and was setting some incredible times, and that overshadowed the fact that Link was having a really good performance on Sinuous as well. You know, some players just seem to have discovered a love for this map in the final week of the regular season, I think. I don't know exactly what it is, but the pace is just massively improved. It's getting picked more often, and it's exciting to see this kind of shift in the meta happen right before we start the playoffs.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, Scrappy and Dexter now 1st and 2nd position once again. That's a slide out from Coco on the ice. I think he's still in the race. It's because he lost a lot of speed there. Dexter as well having an awkward transition through, but we'll take more speed into the full speed section up against Worker. Very, very close between those two, but Scrappy is well out ahead. I'm going to take a look at this final split here as we go here. It's going to be 0.2 probably as he crosses the line. Really convincing. Never mind. 101.963 is a new Challenger League record from Scrappy. Absolutely unreal. Oh, Coco.
No way. No,
Coco.
It was so close.
Shut up. New Challenger League record.
I mean, that's very impressive. I just want to see Coco land that. That's way more cool.
I know, but still. That was the roller coaster of emotions of all time there. Beautiful.
Yeah. Also, it was very considerate of Scrappy to beat the previous record by exactly 200ths, meaning there was only a single digit that had to be edited.
Yeah, you saw how quick that was? You saw how quick that record change
was? If the
was?
players would just work with us and only alter the records by a single digit every time, life would be a lot easier.
Beautiful. Well, I don't know what happened in the past day with Sinuous 4 Sprout, but hey, we take it. This is absolutely brilliant so far. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Scrappy today is just on another level. This is the thing is, right? We know Scrappy is probably one of the highest potential players in the league. Yeah, I think.
Highest skill ceiling there, I think. Yeah, absolutely.
Could be the best player in the league, I think, by far. Just doesn't. I'll put it this way: doesn't seem to commit himself much to improving a lot. And yet, when he does something like this, you're just like, why is Sprout not 1st seed? Why?
As that is Scrappy's first round that is slower than a 102.2 so far in this match, which is insane given that we are about to wrap things up here. But it does mean that Worker and Coco will pick up a round win, moving the score to 9-3. But Sprout are so far ahead, they only need a single point from this point out. And Scrappy just needs to get into the top 2. I say Scrappy because Dexter has just been there, has obviously still performed because the team has been winning rounds, but it's just so hard to look past Scrappy's performance here, and that is going to be Coco dropping a long way back very early on in this round as well.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like Sprout are going to be closing this one out right here. It's looking real good. They've given themselves the best possible chance of getting 4th seed. May have came a little too late. I feel like he could have done a little more work earlier on in the season, but hey, all good. fair enough. Fair enough. It's absolutely fine. I guess they knew what they were doing going into this. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's really unfortunate. But either way, doesn't matter. They only need 1 point. Dexter surely won't drop out of the top 2.
Totally fine. Just leave Scrappy off screen somewhere. As Dexter is cruising. It'll be fine. If Dexter is wide here, is going to manage to get back in time. It's always a little bit scary when you end up with a wide exit from that ice turn as you try to get the wheels under you and the car back gripping in time. Dexter sets up for the identity uphill. We go, looking a little bit shaky, but still makes it. And it's a 101.8. Dexter goes quicker again, and you're absolutely right.
Dexter was on track for a world record.
That could have been a world record. That was Dexter with a slightly awkward identity. That was not the quickest way possible. And it's still a 101.8. Sure.
I was wondering when Dexter was going to turn up, honestly.
Dexter heard us saying nice things about Scrappy and being very impressed with Scrappy's gameplay.
Yeah,
he was like, I'm the carry for this team. I'm the one who gets the records. I play risky and drive fast. And
we've just confirmed that Dexter is a tsundere. Well done. There we go. Yeah. We've got his absolutely amazing. Fair enough. Sprout, look, I mean, you might have taken your time getting into this season, but you got to give it to him. Yeah.
They are going to have to play more matches in the postseason this time around if they want to make a final. As they
that's what they wanted.
Maybe, just a little bit more practice as we head towards the World Championship later in the year. Maybe they don't know that that's going to be on different maps.
Yeah, different maps. Not sure about that, but either way.
Exactly. Maybe they haven't realized that yet. All right, that's fair enough. Worker and Dexter will both clip the wheel at the same time. At least it means that neither of them can clip a wheel on this section of the map, and it'll just be Scrappy and Coco racing off into the distance.
How many affairs are we going to have here today?
They're still just 2 tenths apart. Never mind.
Last time as well.
Mistake.
Bro, Easy Dream are just serial polygamists. It's insane. They love holding hands with other teams.
Twiggy, come on. Polygamy and affairs are 2 different things.
Well, okay, yeah. Well, I want to cover both bases just in case, you know. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, Scrappy is now.
Coco will yeet himself into the void.
Okay, but calm down a second, because Scrappy and bumpers. Calm down.
Scrappy on bumpers. Hold. Okay, totally fine. We'll cruise on through. It's very far to the right. It will not be near the Challenger League record, but it is, as you say, a very solid time indeed. Dexter is the player who's made more mistakes, still gets close, but not close enough. It's a draw to start things off.
Indeed. And I mean, Sprout looking, apart from the multitude of errors that happened that round for Dexter and Co, with Coco and Worker as well, also managing to find the coolest of places to hang a wheel. It still goes fine. I think Sprout definitely in the driver's seat. There's some confidence going on here. Yeah,
this map, I think, just offers so many opportunities for kind of long-ish jumps and wide setups and things that are so tempting for Dexter to try and get pixel perfect. And it just ends up punishing him, more so than on a lot of the other maps. And it's Scrappy who pulls the Dexter very confusingly on this round and gets too far to the inside. After the long jump, Dexter will dodge the wall. Worker not so lucky. And it's Dexter versus Coco up at the front, but it is Coco who's half a second down.
You know what, I'm going to give him a wicked point for that, because it is, that's a classic. Doing a flip on the checkpoint. That's fine.
Okay.
I think that is a widely considered wicked thing to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fine. I think that's one thing that doesn't need to be
You're not here to reinvent the definition of wicked.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to do that. So Dexter makes up for last round, 108.8. Very solid time once again. But as in Sprout fashion, one of the players has to make a mistake for the other one to get first place. So that's fine.
Yeah, The idea has fully taken root in my mind that they have to be the team with the highest 1-4 percentage by an order of magnitude almost. It is so much more than any other team that they seem to find themselves in those positions.
Yeah, I think that, you're absolutely correct. We'll see if that happens this time around again, but hopefully we can... hopefully for Sprout, they can get this one done right here. Again, it's their only chance of getting 4th seed is getting a 4-0 here, and then we have to wait and see what happens in our last game of the day. Work will hang a wheel. That'll help them out massively.
How far to the right is Dexter?
Whoa, a little bit too far. A little bit too far.
Yeah, it was a close one. It's a slowdown rather than a full crash, and it's not a massive slowdown. He's going to be able to retain third place for now, as Coco is once again in second place. Has found himself in second place a lot so far on this map, with the benefit that Worker usually manages to hold on to third, and they haven't given it up in terms of the round win just yet, but that could change here on this round as Scrappy holds off Coco heading to the identity.
Yeah, once again, Scrappy here in first position, looking to gain himself some points as long as Dexter stays ahead of Worker here. But Coco goes for an overtake, goes full speed. He's a bit too far to the right, though, and I think Scrappy gets the finish first. And yeah, again, it looks like the further you are to the left, the better. You're going to hit that finish line just quicker. It doesn't matter how quickly you enter that final jump. It seems like that is the tried and tested way of getting to the line quicker.
Yep. As no one will make a mistake. Oh, well, okay. There will be a little bit of a slowdown there for Worker.
The one round you said it.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate there, and that is going to be Coco going very wide and immediately losing a couple of tenths on the entry into this plastic bowl. A little bit of airtime as well, but still managing to stay within touching distance. That is Dexter and Scrappy, pretty much exactly the same line through this time around, and it's Coco who will hang a wheel on the inside. It's Coco who will drop further down, and this is the Sprout way. Just continuous draws first and fourth, then get around where both of you do first thing instead, and end up with an ace for your problems. Yeah, you do first thing.
Both Sprout guy do first thing.
They're doing the Twiggy. Argue with me. Tell me they are not doing the first thing right now.
No, I am not arguing with you whatsoever. I was agreeing with you, in fact. And right now, holding hands through to the identity. Scrappy has more speed up the hill. Dexter will join him up there as well. Worker down by 8 tenths already. It's going to be difficult to get that one done. Oh, never mind. It's going to be absolutely trivial to get that one done. They are not doing the first thing. They're doing the first and fourth thing, which is their other thing. And Worker will come through in third. Dexter will come through in fourth. Really good time from Scrappy. 108.599 is very solid. Not quite up with the TMCL and world records, but close.
Yep, very, very strong indeed, and it does mean another first and fourth place for Sprout. They so nearly managed to do the other thing that they do and pick up an ace, but a final jump goes wrong for Dexter, and they'll have to settle for their 1 point lead for just a little while longer. I mean, surely just a little while longer, as they have been that team. They have been the guys looking to go ahead here. Easy Dream, I would say, are in it, but have struggled to look like they are going to win, despite the fact that it is 5-4, despite the fact that they've only dropped a point behind.
Yeah, indeed. Scrappy stays in first place once again. I don't know what his morning routine was today, but somebody needs to write that down and get it copied through, and we'll leak it, and then everybody can win Cup of the Day every day. We'll see what happens. Either way, Scrappy stays in first. Dexter might look to overtake Coco here as well. Look for that ace that they have been waiting for this whole time. They've been staving off points for Easy Dream, and hopefully they can get this one done this time. They can get back ahead a little further. Dexter respawns. Coco's got a very high line. Scrappy may just get it done. Yes, indeed. Same time as last round. Exactly the same time to the 1000th with a 108.599. And gets that draw done. Again, not only fast, literally consistent as you can be.
Yeah, to the 1000th, Scrappy sets the same time 2 rounds in a row. I feel like we've seen that a couple of times in the Challenger League over the course of the 2 stages here, which is crazy.
I'm pretty sure it's still a map where Dexter and Scrappy both have the exact same PB.
Yeah,
I can't remember which one it was, but there is one right now.
It's it just goes to show we drive a lot of rounds of Trackmania over the course of these regular seasons and in the playoffs as well. Plenty of excitement still to come in stage 2, of course, with the All-Stars, the World Cup promotion relegation still remaining for the rest of the year as well. There's a lot of Trackmania.
It was Airwalk that they had the same PB on, actually. It was Airwalk. It was a 108.729 until Scrappy decided to, do that.
Do you know what? He drove 2 108.599s, one for him, and we'll give the other one to Dexter just to
yeah, there you go.
Like that. He has
share it out. Yeah, there you go. Now they once again both have the same PB. Amazing. As Coco stays in first position for the time being. This is the closest round that we have had so far. It all comes down to the identity. Coco goes very inside, too inside. Worker trying to get that first place to help his teammate out. I don't think it's happening. It's an ace somehow for Sprout. They're going to get themselves to 9 points, and oh dear. That was so close to being... it could have been any other way. It could have been an ace towards Easy Dream if everything went right, but it just did not.
Yeah, great snipe on the end by Sprout. Both players were just quicker to the finish line off of that second pad, and it moves them up to 9-5. They do the Sprout thing. They draw a bunch, they get an ace, and all of a sudden they're 4 points ahead and managing to look like they're about to close things out 4-0 and keep the 4th place dream alive for at least one more match, as they will have done what they needed to do. It will be completely out of their hands. Worker will crash, Scrappy will crash. He's grinding that reel. The Worker throws himself at the checkpoint.
I know exactly what I'm doing in Premiere Pro after this. After we're done today, I'm just gonna edit in as he slams into the checkpoint there on the other side of the screen. That was some how to basic energy right there.
Do
you remember that clip from I think it was last year in F1 where he just slides across the whole corner into the other cars? Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that's beautiful. Either way, I think it's over now. I think it is a 4-0 for Sprout, unless Dexter does the other Sprout thing. Yeah, I think that is just about it. Absolutely beautiful. Now,
Sprout have too many things.
Yeah, Sprout have too many things for sure. Oh wait, hold on. No,
he's fine.
Good.
He's fine.
In fact, very good from Dexter.
He's doing the other Sprout thing of being very good. Yeah, there you go.
PB. Beautiful. There you go.
Absolutely lovely way to finish the regular season. Dexter with another PB, a couple of Challenger League records picked up as well on the way through. Not on Airwalk, but you know what? They have time in the postseason now to pick it up. They dispatch Easy Dream 4-0. Easy Dream will finish the season with a 1-6 record. And Sprout, all they can do is watch on in our final match of the evening as Exalty take on Orcs GP NuaLaoch, with the chance for really anyone to end up in 4th place, 5th place, or 6th.